All right, we're back. Circling Back podcast coming to you live from Austin, Texas. My name's Will DeFries. Sitting in the chair next to me, David, Mr. Zockhart himself, Ruff.
Hey, Will.
Hi.
Hey, for those who celebrate, and again, this is for those who celebrate, happy it gets dark later so you can tell people you're going to play more golf, but you won't actually play more golf season. It's here. Snuck up on me this year. Maybe it did that to you as well. But I just want to know, to those who celebrate, I'm with you. I too celebrate that.
You want to play golf with me? I'll keep score.
No, I genuinely don't.
Let me answer your question with a question. Do you want to play golf? Do you want to play golf?
Sure.
Worried about you.
Yeah. You know what?
You hate the game. You hate the game of golf.
Here's a true story. My back has been killing me since Monday when we play golf.
Because you're old.
I know.
And you got to get your drip up.
Because I don't play enough golf, probably.
You didn't properly stretch.
I have so much GD torque in my swing that it's like my back's like, whoa, dude, wasn't ready for that.
Do you think it's the juxtaposition between the lifting of weights that you do and the golf that you play?
Okay.
Have you ever considered that maybe Donald Trump was absolutely correct in saying that your body is a battery?
It's a wonderland.
There is a hole in that theory, and not really in the theory but itself, but in how he goes about it. Because you definitely burn potentially a significant number of calories playing golf, especially hot round of golf in Florida. Humid.
Yeah, but so Dave, but when you drive your cart onto the green, you're not doing as much walking as the everyman does.
You know what? That's a great point.
Yeah.
Forgot that the rules don't apply.
Yeah.
He does that.
He's not doing cart path only.
To DT.
So he's not sprinting up hills after checking the yardage.
Yeah. You think he would have enjoyed playing ACC cart path only with us?
His steps are like sub 200.
Yeah, he does
after a round of golf.
That'd be incredible. That sounds awesome. Honestly. Oh, Dylan Shivery, ladies and gentlemen.
I would like to thank everyone who came out Friday for our little South by Southwest party. I guess we can't call it that. Our South by Southwest party, WashedFest.
I don't even want to say that there's a festival going on in Austin.
It
was a party.
Especially Dr. Edward Zuckerberg, who came out, which was very nice of him to show up.
Boy, what a panel.
Of all the people I expected to show up to our party, Mark Zuckerberg's dad was not on the list.
So they were playing the panel audio in the bathroom.
A dentist, by the way.
Yeah, it was a dental panel. If you're not
familiar
with South by, they have panels and people go to them. And I went in to take a pee as I often do. Although I think I only peed twice at the party, not a big deal. And I could just hear them talking about
what a flex.
They were just talking about local anesthesia. And I was just sitting there peeing, listening to this serious talk about anesthesia. And I was like, huh.
It was weird because they were talking dentist shit, but the underlying, the elephant in the room, if you will, is why can't we just talk to this guy about the fact that his son is the Facebook guy? He's one of the richest men in the world.
Let me ask this guy how he asked his billionaire son for money, because I want to know.
No one wants to hear Dr. Zuckerberg talk about,
if Parks or Rhodes was a billionaire, would you just randomly Venmo them for $1 million and be like, come on, dude, come on.
I don't
just
think
accept it.
I don't think you can transfer $1 million through Venmo. But
dude, I think Venmo might make some concessions if your last name's Zuck.
I don't know.
No, I'm a Zelle boy.
If someone tells me to hit them on Zelle, they're just not getting paid.
Yeah. I'm not downloading a new app to pay you.
I use BOA, so.
I totally understand what's going on with the banks. And I'm glad that you guys do too.
I know I had to shoot down Dylan's idea to kidnap Zuck's dad. I was like, that's not a good idea.
It's not the worst idea, though. You don't get an opportunity like that very often.
I'm not the kind of guy that's going to hold someone for ransom, but there was never a better opportunity. And I will never come across a better opportunity to kidnap someone and potentially
get the bag.
Get millions or maybe even $1 billion out of it. Just saying.
Do you think Zuckerberg would pay $1 billion to get his dentist father released from a podcaster's grip?
That's a headline right there.
Honestly, I'd do it for $50K.
Podcaster takes Zuck for a
Would that be the most South by Southwest fucking headline of all time? Local podcaster kidnaps Mark Zuckerberg's dad at a South by panel.
Does he need security because of what I just stated? Like the potential for a kidnapping?
No, but now I'm afraid that someone's gonna this podcast is gonna hit the Facebook algorithm somehow, and suddenly we're gonna have like a patrolman showing up to our front door at
Just,
Washed
like,
HQ.
twirling around his baton.
I stand by my decision not to kidnap him.
That's good.
But like,
Can you commit
don't
to
know.
not doing it in the future?
I will most likely never kidnap Dr. Zuckerberg or anyone else.
Hey, sneaky shouts to the Midwest House.
Yeah.
You know what the Midwest House is?
Yeah, I got a pretty good idea.
Is it
Young
from-
and Restless.
Oh,
Says
again, shout out to them for having us.
yes, Midwest House.
Hope we made you proud.
I mean, you get that Midwest hospitality, Dave.
You know what? I felt like I was back in Oklahoma when I walked in. I was like, oh man, this is I'm
Yeah.
just getting like
Notice
that.
there was a glaring lack of Oklahoma jokes when we were at the Midwest House, surrounded by a bunch of actual Midwesterners.
Yeah, their joints were just way too
We would have
long.
rioted. Get Oklahomans out of there.
Did Dr. Z burn on one of those J's?
Don't Oklahoma my Midwest. Midwest states are legalizing weed. These fucking dorks in Oklahoma are all shooting it down. What's up with that?
A hundo
It's not
P,
good for Texas if Oklahoma's shooting it down.
A hundo P voted it down. What kind of narc shit is that?
Dude, that is narc shit.
It's just
I saw Dr. Z at Rio
I just
later
have no
that
faith
night.
in anyone
Really?
in this country.
We went to Matzo Rancho, then we hit Rio for bottles, and Dr. Z was there with like 4 honeys. It was so
Is he
sick.
floating around the pool?
He was.
Did he have floaties on?
He had the arm floaties on.
How are his guns?
He's not in very good shape. But
I
his
wouldn't
son's
be
a
there if my
billionaire.
son was a
He kept-
billionaire.
He kept yelling something about trying to get zucked on. I was like, what are you talking about,
I remember
my
that.
dude?
Thanks
Like,
for
dude,
reminding me.
You're
yeah.
in the club.
Yeah.
What if he just looked like John Daly?
He said somebody.
And he operated like John Daly.
He was saying somebody zucked me.
Yeah.
that's his
Zuck
new,
me
that's his new
beautiful.
thing.
Yeah.
He's
Oh,
trying
hold
to
on.
trademark it.
I like Will's idea that what if he looked like John Daly?
Yeah. Like what if Zuckerberg's dad was just a total liability? He wasn't a responsible dentist doing South by panels. He was like a scumbag.
You don't-
stumbling from South by party. You know who I am?
He takes laughing gas home with him.
Mm-hmm.
No, you don't create the the kid who's borderline running the world.
The kid who stole
not
the idea for
borderline, dude.
Facebook from
It's
the
not borderline.
Winklevoss twins.
The kid who shut off the faucet and ruined our old media company.
Don't you stand with the Winklevoss? Isn't that your
Famously.
thing?
I mean,
They're definitely at South by.
he stole the idea for Facebook
Oh,
from him.
dude. Winklevoss is probably getting poured out in this SVB deal.
They're probably getting zucked on.
Oh my god.
They're
No, that's
getting
different.
zucked for sure.
Well, is it a good thing or a bad thing?
Dude.
I'm like very confused.
I don't
Never
know.
been zucked on?
Oh, dude, somebody needs to check in on the Winklevies. That's
Yeah,
the fall.
they're panicking today. They have some meetings
I mean,
this
I'm
morning that
fucking-
they certainly did not want to have.
My
They're
money
high-
couldn't be further away from there, and I'm panicking.
Bitcoin is spiking today.
It's having a good day, huh?
Good.
Believe it or
Maybe I should get rid of this shit.
Maybe
Keep
you
forgetting
should.
about it.
I did the smart thing and sold it at its absolute lowest. So that's good.
You hit it, dude. You
Dude,
sold it at the yeah.
I tried to warn y'all about residential mortgage-backed securities. I tried, and it's just like nobody listened to me. But anywho, once
I didn't
those
even know
mortgage
Scott Van
prepays
Pelt had a
stopped,
bank.
he should have signed with us.
Mm-hmm.
That offer's still open.
Mm-hmm. Scott Van Pelt wants to move over to Wash Media. There's a spot for him.
Or just move his money
It's
over
still-
here.
You would get it if we replaced you with Van Pelt, right?
Of course. Just take care of me. Give me a nice little savvy pack and send me on my way.
Who's like the lowest ranking ESPN person that we could replace you with before you like got upset?
I don't know.
Like Woody Page.
Is he still?
He's old.
Reality would fit in, I think.
I think we're gonna get Mina Kimes. I like her.
She's great.
I like her.
She's blown up.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. She's good. She's good.
She would definitely be better than Dylan.
What if Dr. Zuckerberg was just your dentist? Like that's weird.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's fucking weird.
Wait, but was it you who went to
Mhm.
Alex Jones' dad?
No?
It was Micah maybe. Alex Jones' dad's a dentist in Austin.
Really?
Was. I don't know if he still practices yet.
Folks. That's his dad about to give you
Your gums are bleeding.
about to drill into your cavity.
Before you numb it, I'd like to tell you about the Clinton crime family.
Dr. Zuckerberg. What the fuck?
I've been
weird.
I'm privy to some intel.
His son's a fucking narp.
Riding that fucking dork-ass surfboard.
With a dork, dude.
That dork-ass
Fucking sweet baby Ray's bullshit.
shit all over your face.
Ugh.
Man, he could end us real quickly. We should probably not like completely trash him.
Yeah. Dylan, can you go on record saying that you're never going to kidnap Zuckerberg's dad?
I promise to never kidnap Dr. Edward Zuckerberg.
Okay, with that, I think we should start the show. Ladies and gentlemen, patreon.com/circlingback podcast. Tomorrow, we are doing Touching Based, a conspiracy podcast. I've got a couple that I'm tossing around, boys. I got to say, I think you're going to like it.
Let's hear what you got.
No. I have some that have to do with entertainment. I also have one that might be local that might require a little extra research.
Oh,
I'm doing my own research.
Field trip?
I'm doing my own research.
What?
No, not a field trip. Just Google
Are you
searching.
cooking up your own conspiracy theory here?
No, but I think I might pile on someone else's.
All right.
Thursday, listener voicemails. Friday, what's become my favorite part of the week, baby? The Love Island Boys. Go Opto on Patreon. Again, patreon.com/circlingbackpodcast. Go check out the YouTube channel, youtube.com/circlingback, and go check out the shop, washmedia.shop. Without further ado, it's time to recap this weekend in fun, presented by our friends at Chill ad read today. Shady Rays.
Ooh.
Dude, that Ray guy, he's been shady lately.
Yes.
But in the right ways. In the right ways. Players Championship was yesterday. Final round.
Mm-hmm.
I had something happen to me at a Players Championship one time that's plagued me ever since.
You forgot to bring your sunglasses.
I was in the merch tent. I was trying on a quarter zip, and I took my sunglasses off. These were expensive sunglasses, boys. I took them off. And I set them down on a table while I tried on the QZ. And I fell so in love with the QZ that I forgot to pick my sunglasses back up. And I was devastated to lose them. What's worse than buying a pair of expensive sunglasses and losing them right after you get them? Breaking them? Not for me. Not since I got these Shady Rays, boys.
That's quite the deal. That's because I am someone who too has lost sunglasses, and it's a really bad feeling.
It's the worst. It's the worst.
Yeah.
But Shady Rays makes high-quality sunglasses that are just as good, or in my opinion, even better than the expensive ones, and Shady Rays are a fraction of the price. These are durable. They're built to tackle life's outdoor activities. We're big fans of leisure activities on this podcast. We do things outdoors all the time.
That's true.
It is true. Plus, they got the best polarized lenses for crystal clear vision and strong sun protection. It hits so different looking at the lake with the polarized on.
I wore my Shady Rays to the event last night.
Look at you.
Yeah, no.
Look at you, Mr. Spawn.
Yeah. Yeah.
Guess what? They're not happy unless you're happy. And that's why you got 30 days to try them. And if you don't like them, you can exchange them or return them for free. With every order, the Shady Rays Impact Program works with nonprofits worldwide to make an impact on the lives of children and young adults, like building playsets for pediatric cancer patients and creating adventures for young adults with cancer and MS. You and Shady Rays are making an impact together. It's nice to go out sometimes and just have a pair of sunglasses that you're like, you know what? It's not worst case scenario if something happens to these. And that's what Shady Rays is doing. What's better than getting one pair of Shady Rays and not worrying if you break or lose them? Getting two. Go to shadyrays.com/Steam and use code STEAM for a limited time. When you buy one pair of Shady Rays, you'll get a second pair free. That's SHADYRAYS.com/Steam. Code STEAM to get a second pair of Shady Rays for free. ShadyRays.com/Steam. Code STEAM. Dylan, what'd you do this weekend?
Thanks for asking, Will. Obviously, Friday went to WashedFest at Half Step Midwest House. Shouts to the good people at the Midwest House. Had a great time. Had a nice little turnout.
Shout out to our friends at Early Bird CBD who got everyone a lot of drinks at this thing.
Early Bird CBD was there representing, handed out some goodies to everyone.
Bad day to be a summer shandy, yo.
Our merch went really fast too, by the way. It was
Flew
for
out.
free, so that's
At one point early in the meetup, we'd really just gotten there, really just begun, and I saw this old man walk by. And this guy was old.
He was old. He was a bag of bones.
He was an old bag of bones, and he just had a washed hat on, and all I wanted to do was just go take a portrait mode photo of that guy staring at the camera.
That guy was mega chill.
Oh, we should have saved some for Zuck's dad. We should have hit Zuck's dad with a hoodie.
That's a missed oppo.
Because you know he rocks a hoodie.
Yeah. Anyway,
His son's got fuck you money.
Thanks again for Dr. Z for coming through. After that, we went to Matzo Rancho. Nice little crew. Had a great time in Matzo Rancho.
All right,
I went poncho style nachos on them.
Yo, who was the MVP of Matzo Rancho? Because you know I had to leave early.
It was me.
Harbs.
It was me.
It was definitely not Dylan.
It was
Harbs.
me.
Yeah, Dylan was the MVP.
Harbs
This guy thinks he was the MVP of
I was
Matzo
middle.
Rancho?
I was middle. and I connected both sides of the tape. My jokes were
How did
hitting.
Dylan do as a middle?
I don't think I talked to Dylan's wife more than I talked to Dylan.
Wow.
No offense.
Because Dave was sitting in the
Damn.
corner.
Dave's talking to your girl.
Dave
My
was on
son
the
was-
end of the table by his wife and his son, and then my wife was next to Dave.
But Harbs was at the opposite end, and he was down there just holding court.
Dude,
Harbs
Harbs
putting on a show.
I don't know, man.
You know, I
He
think
was
Did you
fine.
feel like less of an alpha?
He was fine.
Because Harbs I think he might have been the alpha of the table.
He was fine. No, come on.
Harbs, if you don't know him, and why would you? No offense, Harbs.
he's Brett's hockey.
He's Brett's hockey buddy, and now he's a friend of the show.
So Matt's was a great time. After that, I went to Rio. Like I said, me and Dr. Z were there, holding court.
Did y'all go somewhere after?
River.
We tried to go to Howard's, but the line was really long, and so Bay and I went home. And
never stopped.
the young squad. I'm pointing at
Usually
Randy
that's why
wasn't
you
there.
try to go places.
The young squad went on somewhere else.
Hold on.
You say something about long lines?
Oh, this is a cocaine thing?
Player.
I was walking around the house all weekend saying that. It's so annoying. My wife is gonna leave me because I just walk around quoting just a cheese ball in Love Island.
He's probably thinking about other girls right now. Player. Just walking from the bathroom to the kitchen.
Imagine not watching that show. Could not be me.
Saturday, didn't do much. Bay and I got some sushi. And then on Sunday, hung out with had Parks. So Parks rode his bike alone around the neighborhood for the first time. Big
That's
step.
swag.
Yeah.
That's swag.
That just unlocked a whole new level.
I know. I put my my Apple Watch on his bicep. He's a little guy, so I could track him on my phone, and it was great.
Why
It's
don't
like-
you just get like an AirTag and just like put it on his bike?
You tracking his heart rate?
Why don't you just tape an AirTag to his bike?
I don't know if taping it would be the move.
I
Yeah, I
think
feel like
that
there's
would
a better
work. That would
option.
100% work.
You could tape
You
it.
can't just duct tape it.
my watch
Get
was
some electrical
my
tape,
watch
bro.
was in hand and paid for already, and it works just fine. So I just
You
used
trust?
it. Is that okay?
You trust your son, who just learned how to ride a bike, to not crash with your Apple Watch
He
around his
crushed it.
bicep?
He came back with a sense of independence. He was like ear to ear smiling when he pulled into the driveway. It was a great little moment. The kid's killing it, man.
Dude, I was gonna say something to you. I was driving the other day. I went to get a car wash. Famously,
There's
I've been trying for the last week.
Okay.
And everyone was going crazy. I was driving by this like corner store, and I saw a little kid that looked like Parks, and the kid just had 240s duct taped to his hands.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, "What are you doing over
No,
here?"
I don't think that was Parks.
You don't think it was him?
Yeah, I can't. I don't know for sure, but
Okay.
that would have really sunk him. He doesn't weigh very much.
I started looking at him, and he looked at me, and he looked me dead in the eyes, and he said, "Get out of here, poopy butt."
Yeah, that was Parks then. That was definitely Parks.
Fucking
Man.
rolled out.
And then Sunday went to the retail therapy cocktail hour at
Water Trade.
Water Trade.
It's connected to the restaurant Otoko.
Hey, thanks for having us.
Thank you for coming.
Drink some Japanese whiskey.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. Shout out Centauri.
Yeah, that martini was heavy on the vermouth.
I mashed that. I was mashing that. What's it called? Button.
Yeah, I was too.
Not spritzer. What's the name?
Glaring lack of Dr. Zuckerberg at your event.
Yeah, there was
He
no famous
RSVP'd
fathers.
yes, and then just never came to the party.
That's so Dr. Z.
I tried to. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my God, that guy.
If only somebody would have just, I don't know, had him in the trunk of their car when they came to the party and could have just taken him out and brought him in.
Look at that guy. Oh man. Anyway, thanks for having us. That was fun.
We transport Zuckerberg's dad in like he's a prisoner. We just got a bag over his head as we go into like a bougie ass bar.
Yeah. Oh man. Anyway, Dave?
Thanks for asking, Dylan. WashedFest was unbelievable. This is the first South by thing we've done to where so there was like the panel that didn't have anything to do with us. And so there were a lot of like people who go to South by to like network and like
Hell yeah.
There are a lot of
shake hands and be like, what's your comp? You know, like stuff that it makes sense.
a lot of dental heads in the crowd.
A lot of dental
for
heads.
that panel.
Were you calling them D heads?
Shout out to all the D heads. And man, I met some people. Some people were really interested in Washed, and I apologize. I was getting pulled in a number of directions.
Imagine going to a dental panel in South by.
Yeah,
there are
dude. You got anything dope going on for South by? Yeah, I got this dental
What kind
panel
of
I'm hitting.
nerd shit is
Oh,
that?
they should have got Dr. DeVry in there.
Oh, they got
She would've
Dr. Z
crushed.
though.
She
That's
would have crushed a dental
kind of a
panel.
get.
I'm going to ask her next time I'm in there if she knows Dr. Z. Matt's El Rancho after always hits.
What was the order, boys? What was the order?
I already told you.
I
I don't care about your
old-fashioned
poncho style, dude.
tacos.
You're
Brisket
in on those
old-fashioned.
old-fashioned tacos, my guy.
They were good.
I went beef fajita nachos poncho style.
Dude, no one cares that it's called poncho style.
Oh,
You're so jealous of my order.
I
I'm
gotta
not.
tell you,
Not-
Will,
ordering nachos at a Tex-Mex restaurant is
They're so
that's a
good.
crime.
They're so good.
I ordered mine playa style.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's true.
There's 100 people out there who appreciate that.
Mhm.
Saturday's where it got interesting. I made a mistake. I woke up I did a knockout martini Friday night. Left me a little bit woozy when I got up Saturday. So I drank some water and said, you know what? I got to just make myself go do some yard work. I'm going to be productive.
Wow.
I've been waiting to aerate my lawn. I bought a manual aerator. You know what I'm talking about, where you punch it and you pop it up.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I'm gonna go do that. And I did that.
With a hangover, that sounds awful.
I popped top. I was out there getting some vitamin D, getting a little sun.
You get a tan?
I would have come by if I knew that.
I had some sun bum on. It's kind of counterintuitive, but anyway, was doing it and I was making great time. I was getting some good exercise. My core was getting a little work, shoulders a little sore
Hell
from it.
yeah, dude.
Playa.
About halfway through, my wife walks outside
Did
and
you get-
says,
Oh, did you get sweaty? I just want a picture of the whole thing.
yeah, it was obviously sweating. It was hot.
Yes.
My wife walks outside and says, hey, Wi-Fi just went out. And I was like, just now? She's like, yeah. I'm like, in my mind, I knew exactly what had happened.
Oh, you aerated the
Oh.
fucking cord.
Okay. My thinking was I was under the assumption that they bury those cords
that's so not
6
playa.
inches under. This aerator is like 3 to 4 inches. There's no way. And I was like, there's no way I'll hit the cord. I hit the cord. And
Yeah.
we didn't have
Trust
Wi-Fi.
me. Trust me. The
until-
difference between 3 to 4 inches and 6 inches ain't that much.
Why don't you show us?
I got to give a big shout out to the people at Google Fiber, though, because they came out and fixed my Wi-Fi at midnight.
Shut up.
What?
Granted, it took them a while to get out there, which
That's
like I
amazing.
didn't expect them to come out that day. I was like, I just put us in a. It could have been bad because my son likes to watch Mickey Mouse Clubhouse and Bluey, mainly the former, and he was not able to watch that on the TV. So, yeah. We had to wait until, and the guy called me at like 10 o'clock. He's like, hey, do you mind if we come fix it right now? I was like, dude, if you're out, yeah.
That's
like,
incredible.
come
Did you
do
offer
it.
him a beer?
No, the only thing I did was
He was literally burning the midnight oil, dog.
Give him a bump or something.
I wasn't going to give him cocaine,
This is why
man. That's kind of
see,
your
dude,
thing.
you're always shoehorning in cocaine stuff.
It's a little
It's gonna
much.
get tired out there. It's
Like-
late.
Did you offer him like a popsicle?
Yeah, I offered him a popsicle. I brought him lollipops.
Did you give him some lemonade?
Yeah.
What?
Hey, boys, here's some popsicles. No, I told them they could drink from the hose if they wanted to.
Damn.
That's very nice of you.
There's something about hose water, man.
Damn.
It just hits.
When I'm at the club, all the hosts drink from me.
Oh shit!
Jesus.
That's my guy right there.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. You and Zuck are a problem.
I'm a Venmo him for it after.
Big
though.
Zuck.
Dude, hit me on Zelle.
Yo, one of his friends call him Big Zuck.
Yeah, I don't know.
That was a good delivery, Dad.
Yeah, so
That was good. That was good.
went to
good.
dinner with our neighbors. Something we've never done, but they took us to a Middle Eastern restaurant.
Dude, that's
called
what's up.
Meze.
Was it dope?
It's right down there in Old Torf, right by Kelly's, our Irish pub. I can't recommend it enough. Extremely family friendly. The staff's awesome. And like that is a kind of a blind spot in my palate. Like I didn't eat like a ton of like hummus. Dylan, you obviously big hummus guy. Super Bowl Sunday, you're hummed up, getting hummed on. But
Okay.
I'm a big Middle Eastern. I had some baba ganoush. So good.
Baba
man.
ganoush.
And a little eggplant, a little olive oil. You know what I'm talking about.
Damn, dude.
So I'm just a fan of Mediterranean,
Spell
Middle
it.
Eastern food right now.
Dude, they're having a moment right now at the Mediterranean.
Hey, spell it. Name of this place.
Look at this, Dave.
Mezze.
Dude, this
There's
is
two Mezzies though. There's one over by y'all, sorry, and then there's the one on Old Torf. But it's not the same place. There's like a Mezzi Cafe, and then there's just Mezze.
Bet. Bet.
And I'm probably saying it wrong, but highly recommend. And yesterday, Again, thanks for having us. The retail therapy cocktail hour was a blast. I have a couple highballs, Japanese whiskey. Quite good. That's just a cool bar. That's a good place if you're like, don't have plans and you can walk in there, right?
Mhm.
Watertide?
Mhm. Water Trade.
Water Trade.
Water
I was very
Trade.
close.
Water
Walk
Tide's
in
a
there.
different bar.
It's very grammable. The bar's like very, very immaculate. And it's dim lighting. Just feels sexy. Feels like something important's getting talked about over in the corner or something. But I'll yield my time to Will.
Not much to add here. Not much to add here. You know what it is. I had to go to my nephew's second birthday, so I missed the Matt's El Rancho dinner with you guys. I was a little jealous.
It was fun, man.
Well, I know. It's Matt's El Rancho with the boys.
I outordered everybody.
Stop. You gotta stop ordering nachos every time you go there. It's like a little kid
They're
ordering.
so good.
They were kind of flaccid.
They weren't at all. They're
Flaccid ass nachos.
They were perfect.
They did the deal where you pick up the corner and then like the fajita chicken just like popped off.
Oh, dude.
I didn't even get chicken, so he's lying.
He's talking about the chicken of the
Big old dum-dum.
field.
What'd you get?
I got beef fajita nachos, poncho style. Half order. That's all you need.
See, your boy I got fish tacos. I just absolutely mashed that button. I had to do it. I put a bunch of sauteed jalapenos on there, some sauteed onions on there as well.
Well, I forgot that you're at the same restaurant.
I was, yeah. I was in the back room where they put all the little kids and the old people.
You just said you missed Matt's, but you didn't miss.
Well, I
Matt's.
missed Matt's with the boys.
We didn't see you.
No.
We saw Brad Key. Did you see Brad Key?
I did.
We overlapped. I did see Drew.
Saw intern Cloud too.
Yep. So I just did that, and then I went home and I watched a little Love Island. I'm a dog.
Who?
Unseen Bits.
I watched a little Unseen Bits. I can't really recall what happened during the Unseen Bits, as I had a couple margaritas after having a few beers at the happy hour, but that was a good thing. I had a blast. Woke up feeling real spry on Saturday. Saturday was the most open day that I've had in 2 weeks. So you know what I did? Absolutely freaking nothing. Absolutely freaking nothing.
This guy's crazy.
I'm loco with it. I sat around all day. Your boy, I went and got some chickpea salad from the place down the street. Pretty good.
Go ahead.
Nope. Did you
I
really
also,
do that on the salad?
It's gross. Don't disrespect the neighborhood restaurant that made the chickpea salad. Odds you go to that restaurant that I went to and ask for it on the side.
Isn't this our most listened to episode? Because we're doing Bit Madness too. God damn it.
Yeah.
And we got all the new people who are going to listen because of the party.
They've already stopped.
They're like, I listened to enough. I got it.
Hey, the
I
guy
see what
wouldn't-
you guys are doing. I appreciate it, but it's just not for
And
me.
one guy wouldn't shut up about Dr. Zuckerberg. Like, who cares?
How long is the longest that you guys will wait? How many cars, if you're going to an automatic car wash, how many cars in front of you do you tolerate before you turn back?
5.
5?
Oh,
Dude, that could be like an hour.
automatic?
Yeah, that's the most.
Time out. Are we talking like at the Shell station or like a car wash where they're like hand drying it out?
No, automatic car wash. Like you press the button and you drive into the garage and it sprays
doesn't-
your car down.
5 seems like 30 minutes. 5's fine.
It took me 30 minutes yesterday with 3 cars in front of me. So 5 telling me it's going to take about 50 minutes.
long
That
does
place
it
needs
take
to
to go
speed
through?
this shit
Well,
up.
the place that I go to, which is right next to Dylan's house, is it's old as fuck.
That's where you go?
Yeah.
Oh, it's just the exterior.
Yeah, it's pretty mid.
They do have like a little detail place around the side there.
Yeah, I'm sure they got like a free vacuum I could hit too if I wanted to, but I'm not trying to do that.
Okay.
I'm too lazy to do that. I also keep a clean car. I'm not too worried about like the inside.
What's that place cost?
For a car wash?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't think it's worth the price.
Mm.
$12 for the full works.
Okay.
I don't think it does a good enough job.
Okay.
This is Will Reviews car washes.
Washflation. It's affected everybody.
Should we start doing car wash reviews from Washed Media?
Did y'all do car wash fundraisers?
One scrub. Everyone knows the rules.
That's pretty good.
It would take more than one scrub to do my car.
Like we had to do like the student council car wash in the Taco Bell parking lot. That's true.
Why'd you do it in the Taco Bell parking
Scrub
lot? We
me.
just did it in like the school parking lot.
I don't know. I really don't know. I can't answer that question. That's a great point.
Don't get me wrong, dude. Randy's been talking about Taco Bell lately, and it's been making me want Taco Bell so fucking bad.
He's already got us going to Red Lobster this week.
Oh, Wednesday is the night. What's your order from Red Lobster?
Lobster.
Me too. Me too. It's going to be a groovy time. But that's just how we do.
Do
We
you
live a
think-
pretty groove life, if you know what I mean.
I'm gonna see if they can whip up some scampi for me.
See what you did
I
there.
think they can do that. They might be able to even do the lobster scampi style for you. You
You're
can
gonna
get things done scampi style.
We're about to find out.
please just get to Groove Life Read, please.
Oh, yeah, Bob.
Yeah.
We got scampi.
Remember when Dave said, "Yeah, bub," when my part 3 shot was in the air and then I went in the water?
Yeah, that was funny. I
It
like
looked
that.
really good.
It did look
Yeah.
good.
To be fair, I felt really bad
Yeah,
about that
Bob.
one. I apologize. I was
Yeah,
like, that was
that
not
ball
cool.
went down at the warning track.
Yeah.
Crowd was going crazy.
Yeah, it was
Yeah, bub. Splash.
better than the kid who played that golf tournament with in high school who, as it's like very obviously going into the water, just goes splash as it hits. And I was like,
Mhm.
all right, man.
That's
like, yeah, I
rude.
saw it.
How many calories we hitting in that red lobster shrimp scamps?
You know what? Calories don't count on Randy night.
No, fuck no. The more calories, the merrier. Honestly, I'm gonna be dragging a cheddar bay biscuit through Dave's scampi. Dude's gonna have no clue I hit him.
Please don't do that.
I'll let you do it.
Please don't do that.
Dude, can I get a drag off that scamps?
Oh, man. No, this is huge because I was otherwise going to just bring leftover piccata and just eat that, but don't have to.
Fuck, we don't have the chicken piccata summer shirts ready for Wednesday,
Boy, that brought the house down yesterday at the meetup.
dude.
There were people who were like, dude, that is a
Dude.
great
Facts.
joke.
Facts.
What about Groove Life, though, man?
Grooving on a Monday morning.
Mm-hmm.
They used to call Dylan Costanza in high school because he had the
Mm.
worst wallet of all time. And for the last 15, 16, 20 years, he hasn't even, he finally upgraded it.
That's probably a back problem.
Let me
Yeah, that's why your
upgrade.
back's all messed up because you didn't have your groove life. You just been
Oh,
out here. You think it's
yeah.
from golf, dude? No, it's because you have this crappy wallet in your back pocket that's just twerking your.
But I have been using my
Your
Groove Life,
spine.
so there goes your theory, dum-dum.
Well, I know, but there's lingering pain that can exist, Dylan.
Let me adjust you.
Okay.
Today's podcast, luckily for you, Dylan,
Get into my...
is sponsored by Groove Life. It's 2023. If you're still using your same wallet from 2003, that's the year you graduated high school, right?
No. 02.
I wasn't going to make you say it.
Okay.
But now is the time to update your wallet
Just
game.
did.
Same with Dave.
The Groove wallet is
Don't drag me
sleek,
into this, bitch.
low pro. It's engineered for everyday use. One simple thumb motion perfectly fans up to 6 cards for easy access to find everything you need. It's such a satisfying feeling flaying those cards out. And it's durable. High quality aluminum outer shell. This wallet's unlike any other wallet I've ever seen. It's got a 94-year no BS warranty. 94 years. If you're this wallet and you're 94 years old,
Okay.
what's the key to your longevity?
scampi every morning?
My owner eats shrimp scampi every morning.
That's so stupid.
So dumb.
94 years.
Mhm.
That's pretty good.
Got some news for you, though. Don't think for just 1 second that these guys only make wallets. They got belts, rings, watch bands, AirPod cases, and more. Yeah, I said and more. You're going to have to go to their website and find out, though. Groove Life was grown from a side project to a company that now provides over 100 families. They've even been recognized by Inc. magazine as one of the fastest growing companies in the USA. You'd love to see that. You'd love to see that kind of growth.
Yeah.
Job
absolutely.
creators love it.
Go get one. These things are sleek, and it's definitely time for you to upgrade your wallet game. No matter, I mean, it's just there's too many ugly wallets out there.
It is time.
It's time to bring your wallet game into the 21st century. Head to groovelife.com/Steam. Use promo code STEAM for 20% off all Groove Life products. That's the best offer you can find anywhere, so you have to use our code STEAM for 20% off your order. One last time, promo code STEAM for 20% off. Can we talk briefly about Buffalo Wild Wings? When Buffalo Wild Wings is in the news, you know your boy's got to chirp up a little bit. I love Buffalo Wild Wings. I like everything about it. It's my Hooters.
I have never been.
Ever.
Never.
It's because you got laid off from Grand X right before we did the company-wide lunch there.
Y'all did a lunch there?
Yeah.
Fucking hate that place.
Yeah.
Grand X, that is.
No, B-Dubs goes crazy.
Oh man, I love B-dubs. I can't believe you've never been to
To
one.
match that B-Dubs button right after I'm let go is just so disrespectful.
It kind of felt like they were spiking the football.
Exactly.
What was there not one in Austin when you were around?
There's only
I
one
guess
in
just-
Austin.
Where is it?
South.
Where,
Is
South?
it by us, Randy?
Randy was holding up a peace sign.
What are you doing?
That's not
I was
helpful.
gonna say there's two. I don't know where the one down south is, but there's one up north too. Off
Oh.
like Burn It and
We went to
like
the south one.
183.
Dude,
Well-
I love burning it.
Okay.
Mhm.
Well, man is suing Buffalo Wild Wings because he says
This
the
is-
boneless wings are actually chicken nuggets. And as much as I want to ride for Buffalo Wild Wings here, I think this guy might have a point. I think he might have a point.
It's a deceptive trade practice if I've ever seen one.
Are you guys willing to turn in your man card and admit that you will order some boneless wings at a restaurant?
I've never ordered
Um,
boneless wings. I'm not a boneless guy. I'm a bone in. People used to call me bone in.
Well,
No one ever called you bone in.
I should have told both y'all this before we did this particular story. I actually can't discuss it because I am a part of the class, the plaintiff class that is suing. So I unfortunately can't discuss this. So you guys have
You
at
just
it.
want
and
to go to the
have
restroom or something for a
fun.
little
No, I'm just going to sit here and watch y'all.
Okay.
Well, he says that these boneless wings are closer to chicken nuggets. His lawsuit says boneless implies the product is a chicken wing that simply has been deboned.
He's got a point. Is it worth suing? I don't know, but he's got a point.
He's filed similar lawsuits against Tom's Wicked Fresh mouthwash,
We've been there.
Kind and Hefty. I need to know more about his other lawsuits because it sounds like this guy has lawsuits of the frivolous nature.
So there's a wing trailer down the street. Tommy Want Wingy. Very good. They're all lollipop style.
Yeah.
Lollipop style.
Did you lick the wrapper?
That's a Lil Wayne.
Don't make that noise.
Reference.
That's a noise I can't deal with.
The
I
lollipop
am
style.
so fucking sorry to anyone listening that just had to endure what Dylan did there.
What's a lollipop style wing, you might ask?
It's where they trim off all this other stuff and you just have the meat at the end, right?
Yeah. Yeah. He's
Yeah.
right, folks.
It's not
Will's
your,
right.
These just ain't your grandma's wings. These are lollipop wings.
I don't know. My grandma might have shaved the wing a little bit.
Lollipop. Anyway,
Shorty shaving the wing.
Do you think Buffalo Wild Wings should stand for this? I think they should countersue.
They're going to have to do something. They've been sued.
In the lawsuit, he accuses Buffalo Wild Wings of recklessly labeling its product as boneless wings, while other companies like Papa John's, see, if you're referring to Papa John's doing the good stuff, that's when your lawsuit starts to lose a little bit of credibility. Says they sell a similar product with carefully called their names like chicken poppers. Domino's sells a menu item called boneless chicken, which the complaint says it labels on the menu as made from, quote, 100% whole white breast meat. Weren't you saying you were trying to see some breast meat this weekend?
You didn't want to say white?
I mean, I'll take any breast meat.
No, I don't remember
Wow.
saying any of that. Okay. I don't remember saying that. It's not something I would say.
I really can't speak to the claims at issue here, but what I can say is this. I'm disappointed in Buffalo Wild Wings
Why?
because of the reasons you've outlined in this story.
This says it should be noted that Domino's Pizza and Papa John's also sell actual chicken wings and that a restaurant named Buffalo Wild Wings should be just as careful, if not more, in how it names its products.
Look, I feel like I've got this platform and I have to speak out. People go to you for wings and you have like a duty. You owe your customers a duty to be fair and not be deceitful. Is it a wing or is it not a wing?
I don't hate that this guy might be right.
No, he is right.
My
but
man's about to get some treble damage.
Does he deserve some, financial retribution for it? Don't think so.
Yeah, that might be facts.
Oh, okay.
That might be facts.
Oh, sorry, Dave. I forgot you're part of the group that's leading the charge here.
What if Dave gets fuck you money from his Buffalo Wild Wings class action lawsuit?
Oh my God. I'm going to freaking just dump buffalo sauce all over your ass.
You're
That's
not
what
gonna
you would do if you got a bunch of money. You
If I
would
got
buy-
fuck you money, I would make that happen.
You just buy a bunch of buffalo sauce
I would-
and
I
pour
would-
it on your friends.
I would trick Dylan into thinking we're doing an ice bucket challenge. And instead of ice bucket, it would just be a bucket full of buffalo sauce. Mild,
Thank you.
but still saucy.
Sure.
You're just covered in it,
Nationwide
looking like a
shortage
dummy.
on sriracha right now.
Really?
Yeah,
What happened?
the drought in Mexico. It's not letting the peppers grow properly.
Is that true?
It's facts.
Damn.
Not a big sriracha guy when it comes to hot sauces.
Ooh, it's tasty.
It's tasty. It's tasty, but it's not my first choice out of my fridge. It's in my fridge. That says everything I need to say about it. It's not my first choice out of the fridge. That right now, it's going to Cholula.
Ah, with the iconic wooden cap.
I'm also very in on truff when I'm feeling a little bougie.
Truff?
Truff's good, man.
Mm-hmm.
That was a good sponsor.
To make a Truff scene.
Dude, Dave Truff over
Right.
here.
Mm-hmm.
So-
Say it.
Good job.
Thanks, man. This guy doesn't deserve to win this.
Oh, okay. I guess
But-
you've looked at the cause of action and you're willing to claim that on the merits.
They will change the menu, though, to rename it.
That would be a baller move if they had to change the name.
They will.
And every time this guy takes like a young lady out there, he says, "Hey,
I did not.
that's me."
She's like, what are you talking about?
She's like, I don't follow you.
See how it says nuggets now? That's because of me.
I'm the nugget guy.
Yeah.
They are nugs, though.
I'm the
That's
big
facts.
swinging dick that got it renamed into Nuggets.
They're
Yeah, I
they're
get things
nugs
done.
with sauce on them.
Like he goes to apply for a job and they're like, "You're not qualified at all." And he's like, well, look at 2023.
Yeah.
Like,
Here's
so-
an article from the New Jersey Herald. How do you feel about me now?
Sir, there's a 5-year gap in your resume.
Mm-hmm. He was out there
Well-
exposing the truth.
This
I
guy's
was out there filing class actions.
This guy is
against
so-
Tom's wicked
Yeah.
mouthwash.
So
I was,
petty.
I was filing really bad lawsuits, hoping that I could not have a job. Actually,
he's so petty.
can you explain the gap in your resume? I was entangled in some legal issues with Buffalo Wild Wings, Papa John's.
Sued
I was-
numerous institutions about over chicken.
Quite litigious I was in those days. We've all gone through that phase.
This guy does not stand for people punching their za card after they eat a
Oh.
fucking pazoosi. He is get this out of here.
Oh my god.
He does not like misnaming foods.
They're gonna change the menu. Watch.
Good.
It gonna happen.
They should.
I think so too.
What
It
should
is-
they call
it?
it?
Is
to?
misleading.
Chicken kablamskis?
You're gonna come up with some random stupid name like that. Yeah. Chicken Kablamskis.
He wants poppers.
He's doing the Office Space.
You
thing.
guys want some poppers?
not.
Yeah, you are.
I'm doing the Dickie Roberts.
That was tchotchkes, dog.
Chickalinis?
Tchotchkes, of course, is where you guys recently had fish and chips. Same establishment.
Baker
I
Street.
know. I
Yeah.
know.
I will say that good lunch. That was somebody? Was that Obby's or Cowie's lunch?
I think it was Obby.
I didn't get
It was-
I didn't get the nod.
It was good.
You got the nod.
You
You were
weren't in
just
town.
I was out that day.
You dipped on us.
Yeah, you said you're having tum issues and you didn't want to hit it with that Baker Street.
Dude, they got low key. They got my favorite fish and chips in town right now.
Low key, we were the only one. There was one other group in there actually.
Randy and I go there for lunch probably once a month, maybe less. And there's never anyone in there. It's just me and Randy. Randy gets his blue drink.
Do you do the malt vinegar or the tartar sauce?
So let me learn you something here, Dylan. Not only are these fish and chips some of my favorite in town, they might have the best tartar sauce in town. They might have the best tartar sauce I've ever had.
Dude.
I said something about it to the waitress, and she said, "Everyone loves the tartar sauce."
Damn.
Yeah,
That's what's up, though.
yeah. Sometimes I hit the vinegar though. I'm a savage like that.
For me, it's the juxtaposition
Here we go.
between the two.
Here we go.
Dave, do you have a news story for us,
I mean,
or is this just you?
oh, it's the brand new segment everyone's been clamoring for. It's This Week in Zaw.
What happened in ZA this week? Sorry, did I were you saying something else? I
No. I had nothing else. You didn't cuck me. Something came to my attention yesterday. And unfortunately, I'm going to have to put my robe on because a friend of the show is going to Zaw Court.
Uh-oh.
Oh my God. What happened?
Please be Randy.
Was it
I
Dr. Z?
hesitate to name names, but someone, I'm going to see if you guys can guess who or whom's or whomst. Someone went Zaw for lunch yesterday, went home, ordered Zaw for dinner, completely different place.
What?
Went back-to-back Zaw meals. 2 different transactions.
That is reckless.
It was Duda.
Dude.
And his wife snitched on him. She let me know that he had done this. And I hope that they can get past this. But
So,
he did get exposed.
is
Be your
his-
own people, man.
Is it time to revoke his ZA card for, I don't know, maybe a month?
So I asked him, I was thinking like, okay, I was trying to be objective and be like, all right, maybe he did like a thin crust at lunch and then like he went deep dish or like Detroit style.
Doesn't
at dinner.
matter.
It doesn't, but he could, if he wanted to make that argument, I would at least listen.
If you wanted to plead down to a lesser charge, like that would be his
Maybe,
argument.
you know, admit some guilt, but at the same time, like, it's like, all right, this isn't like black and white.
I'm just imagining
Unfortunately,
him clanking his prison mug along the. What'd you do, boys? I deep dish pizza after some thin crust for lunch.
Damn.
I played for keeps, played my ZA card twice. What poster would he have on the wall of his cell that he was secretly
Dude,
carving away?
he'd have like a
hole
Phil
on?
Collins poster where
Yeah.
Phil's getting a fit off.
Yeah.
He'd say like that's how he gets through.
Or like a Princess Di in her like Reebok high sock era.
Swag.
Duda said that they were both like very similar standard pies. He said one of them was they were at a brewery and someone brought pizza. So he had a few slices.
Maybe it was Parlor.
And he said
They
the
don't
one he
live there
ordered
anymore, Dylan.
Oh yeah.
the one he ordered was just pepperoni with the side of breadsticks, and the ones at the brewery were Hawaiian and meat lovers. It's a juxtaposition for me. Ooh, pineapple, and then with the saltiness of the
Where do you guys stand on pineapple on
Bronies?
pizza? Where do you stand?
I'm not into it. Don't do it.
I don't get upset about it. I don't go out of my way to order it, but if it's on there, as long as it is juxtaposed and juxtapossessed with something like, I don't know, ham, Canadian bacon, sausage, not hamburger. I'm just not a hamburger on pizza guy.
No.
Then it's fine.
Ground beef does not.
No, I don't like the crumbled up. you
Don't
know?
need it.
That's not my thing. I like big chunks of sausage.
So what's gonna happen with Duda now?
I don't know. Are you trying to move on from this segment? Because
No,
the way
I
you
wanna
just
know what
looked
his-
at me made me think that maybe you
I
are.
want to know what his punishment's gonna be.
Why do you hate this segment so much?
Something's got to happen to Duda. He's got to pay for this. There are consequences for our actions.
Well, I think he's gonna have to look himself in the mirror and just say like, "Hey,
What if
was it worth going B2B za?"
you're eating pizza?
Uh-huh.
Like you ordered a pizza and you're eating it. And when you're eating your pizza, someone else walks in with another pizza from a different place. If you do a pizza exchange, does that count as playing your ZA card
a
twice?
pizza exchange. Wait, does there have to be the act of bartering? Like you're trading
Yeah.
like 2 slices of thin for one of your deep dish?
Yeah.
No, I think that should be fine.
Okay.
As long as it's part of the same transaction while you're sitting
Okay.
there.
Okay.
Where Duda went wrong, and like I don't mean to get on my high horse, but where he went wrong, in my opinion, is he should have recognized that, man, that's good pizza. I might be feeling that for later. And he should have just like ordered some or brought some home with him and eaten the leftovers, in which case he would have been fine. But it's the fact that he had to do a completely different transaction that really puts him in peril here.
If you are at like a brewery and you order a pizza at the brewery and then you get another pizza to go and you eat it later, like, does that count as playing your ZA card?
What if you do? What if you get like a pizza buffet for lunch? You go for lunch and you get full, and then you stay there long enough to where you get hungry again, but you haven't left the establishment. It's still all you can eat.
You haven't checked out yet?
Maybe it's 4 hours later.
Did you leave and get like a stamp?
You haven't left. You haven't left. You're
You're
still
just there in the arcade playing Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, and it's like I'm kind of hungry again. I could go for a couple slices of ZA.
I think you're okay. Most jurisdictions, you're fine.
Okay.
If you were like,
Louisiana's
if
a
you were
little
like on a
weird.
camping trip and we couldn't contact you and someone asked me that, I think I'd tell them like, as long as you don't cash out, as long as you sit your ass there the entire time, I think you're good. I would at least vouch for that person if they got taken to ZA court and Dave was sitting there in his robe and his wig.
I would rather do the
Zuckerberg's
24-hour.
dad in the corner handcuffed.
Okay.
Got a gag in his mouth. Who's that? That's my buddy.
Oh, that's just
Don't worry about him.
I would rather do the Waffle House challenge inside of like a CC's and just eat pizza in lieu of waffles. Like if I had like that punishment, I would much rather just sit there all day and eat pizza.
See, you do CC's. It's easier to take down a slice of pizza than it is to do one of those. Waffle House waffles are pretty big.
Yeah. And the waffles, I know a pizza obviously has like bread, cheese, toppings, but a waffle's just thick.
Wait, what else does pizza have?
Thick boys.
I like pizza. Tomato sauce. I'm glad you brought up CC's because someone pointed me to this story.
I think you brought up CC's.
Pizza challenge at CC's. I don't know if this is like a local, this is like a specific one, or if they're doing this nationwide. This might be completely fake, but it says $50 cash to participate, non-refundable. $300 cash prize, team of 2. 60 minutes, eat an entire 28-inch one-topping pizza, drink 2 large drinks, no ice, can't leave the table, stand up, or throw up.
Is there a time limit?
60 minutes.
Okay. I Googled, after seeing this morning, I Googled how big a 28-inch pizza is. It's 28 inches.
It's about 28
That's a
inches.
big
yeah.
pizza.
But I wanted to see how big it was next to a human being. It's big.
28 inches right
It's
there.
bigger than I thought it was
It's
going to be.
exactly 28 inches.
When I first started reading 28, I was like, that doesn't seem that crazy to me. And then once I Googled it, I was like, oh, never mind. That's a tall task.
You saw this story too.
I did.
So
I
is
did.
it? I'm going to go with it being real.
I saw it on the Twitter machine, yeah. And so the Googled photos that I saw were not from a CC's necessarily, but they were 28-inch pieces that people were trying to eat solo style. Classic food challenge. Oh, shit.
We're done with this all. We
Bit
can just
Madness.
get the music.
It's Bit Madness. No, we can't. Like copyright issues.
Nobody cares.
Bit Madness. It's upon us again. What a time. What a time. Well, I don't even know how Bit Madness started. I'm gonna put it on the listeners.
It feels very self-indulging. It's like, oh, here's all the funny things we've talked about over the past.
But we
year.
don't present it.
You're right.
They present it to us, and then we break it down and give them a prize for anticipating the things that we do. I think it's a beautiful process, if I'm being honest. You guys are familiar with March Madness? You guys ever seen this? It's a
Oh my
thing.
god, dude, my bracket's already busted.
What's-
Yeah, so they play American basketball, and it's a bunch of colleges, and they have a big bracket.
They play ball basketball.
Yeah, they play ball basketball. And then if a team wins every game that they play, they'll probably win the championship. You get that?
Which seed did Dr. Zuckerberg coming to our South by Southwest party make?
Hasn't made it yet. We're gonna have to punt that. I think
Wasn't
in
eligible.
2024. Yeah, the conference tournaments were already over.
Damn.
It's tough.
Randy, are you going to present these? Okay.
He's like, no.
I remember
No.
Mikey used to.
So
And
what
Mikey
we
used
have,
to also fuck it up every year.
so our listeners have ranked the bits using a process that is probably more complicated than I can explain at this point, but it has spit out a ranking of all of these, and so we have 64 choices, seeded 1 through whatever. That might not be right. I think we've got 48 choices.
No, it's 64, right?
There's definitely choices.
There's choices. There's choices. We have 4 different quadrants on this bracket. We got the Too Much Dip quadrant. We got the Mail-In podcast. We got the Sunday Scaries
Ooh.
podcast. And we got those brunch boys holding it down.
Hey, shout out to Brunch. Check out their Oscar stuff.
The Grouch? Why are you living in a trash can, man?
I'm trying to direct people
Like,
to
can't
the
Big Bird
Brunch
just be like, "Do you wanna
podcast,
sleep in my place
Academy
for the
Award
night?"
stuff.
No, they would hook up or something. It'd be weird.
You think Big Bird's gonna smash Oscar the Grouch if they have a sleepover?
But at least experiment. I don't know.
Today, we're gonna do round 1. Most exciting day of March Madness, IMO.
I'm ready for this,
Let's
man.
fucking ride then. Let's go to the Too Much Dip bracket. Let's see what our number 1 seeds is. And as you guys know, what we do here is that since there's 3 of us, there's a built-in tiebreaker. So we'll just go through each of them and we'll figure it out. The first one, number 1 seed overall. I know it, but can you explain it? It's a bit where we obviously know something, but like, can you
Yeah.
explain it for the people that don't know?
Sometimes you don't want to you feel like you're talking down to people if you explain something that's so obvious. So you just you pass it off to a friend.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
It's like
Dave,
the
just tell 'em.
SVB thing.
Yeah.
I could talk all day about it, but
This is going up against number 16, Will's Pizza Group Chat. I
Mm.
famously have a group chat where we just talk about pizza.
Man, I'm really sad I'm not in that group.
okay.
You
not-
are going to be punching air when someone else in the room gets a nod one day. Talk about the Zocard guy.
Yeah, I
no.
mean, look, it would
Oh,
mean a
no.
lot. I'm not going to beg for it, but I would definitely accept.
Who are you voting for?
Ooh, man. This is tough. In fact, this is the game that I had marked on my schedule. I am going, though, with the 1 seed. I know it, but can you explain it?
What are you doing, Dylan?
I'm gonna remove all onus from you, Will. I also am taking the 1 seed. I know it, but can you explain it?
I'm taking Will's Pizza group chat because I'm not willing to get kicked out for not voting for them.
They don't listen, do they?
Some of them. A couple of them.
Hey, guys.
Shouts to
couple of
them, man.
Big fan.
We have this is a tough one. This is a tough one, boys. This is probably the hardest one we have.
Is
Number
it?
9 seed.
Is it?
Podcast week. Number 8, Brick Merriman.
Here's the thing about podcast week. This has been a bit since like 2017.
People are saying Brett's going to have a tournament across the board.
It's got to be Brick, right?
I'm gonna go Brick Merriman on this one.
Brick.
I'm rocking with Brick because he's rocking with us.
It's a brickin'. Yeah, it has to be Brick. Don't get me wrong. I love podcast
The
week.
Final Four is just going to be like 4 Brett.
Oh no! Oh no!
No,
Please
come on.
We'll let him cover himself. Our next one, the 5 and 12, always dangerous. Number 5, what's the damage versus number 12, Sally ruining movies.
I am not voting for the 12 because I do not want that smoke.
I'll take the smoke.
I do like. I do like. What's the damage? What's the damage is good. We'll put the onus on Will.
Sally doesn't ruin movies. She just asks about movies. So this might be a little bit of a misnomer here. I'm voting for what's the damage, as I always get really excited when I can see Dylan talking about something he did over the weekend, and I can feel Dave's wheels turning about to ask him what the damage was.
He does do that, doesn't he?
It's great. It's great.
It'd be like that often.
We got number 13, Skelly, our skeleton that chills in the office with us. Or number 4, as this is the only way she can eat fajitas. Just an absolute staple in Bit Madness.
Time out. So Skelly is Skelly, not Dylan as Skelly.
Skelly got some good reviews that day that he filled in for me on the pod.
Okay.
He
So
did.
that is this. Okay, I wanted just to make sure.
He was really funny.
It was great. It was a great bit. You a little warm, buddy?
Dude, it's getting hot in here.
Pop that top.
It's getting hot in here.
I'm sorry. This will shock no one. It's the fajitas for me. I can't. It still makes me laugh. It's the only funny thing I do on Twitter, and I think about it often. I think about it almost as much as player.
I'll let Will decide on those ones. I'm going to take Skelly.
Ooh.
I'm going through a shredded cheese phase. Like I officially understand why she will not eat fajitas without shredded cheese. I've been going
4 seed.
I've been going to Maudie's in Austin, Texas, and I've been ordering a side of shredded cheese with everything I get. I have to go with number 4, shredded cheese.
Damn.
Will's entering his shredded cheese phase.
Oh, I'm not entering it. I'm squarely in it.
That's great.
Next, we have number 3, the college hunks, versus number 14, the clutch move of ordering a pizza at 1 a.m. Can I vote first here? I love a hunk as much as anybody. I absolutely love the clutch move of ordering a pizza at 1 a.m. Honey Badger is voting number 14 seed. Upset alert.
Wow.
What a dork that one guy was who said that.
That was the thirstiest tweet of the year.
The clutch move.
It was clutch.
This is gonna break my heart. I'm just gonna put it on Dylan because I'm rocking with the honks because they're rocking with me. The honk, dude, the college hunks, nobody moves your junk quite like the college hunks.
We got that one hunk's blood on the couch, remember?
Their
is there any
blood
way
is
that we can
literally
take
a
that
part of
DNA
this company.
sample and like duplicate him?
You want to clone the hunk?
Yeah, let's get a lab grown hunk for the office.
He also said he could beat Canelo in a boxing match.
I just don't see that happening.
I don't either.
Canelo
He should
famously
definitely start doing
world-class
prize
fighter.
fights instead of moving stuff.
You know what? The hunks are
he's
going
training.
through to the next round.
What?
The hunks are going through.
Disgusting. I hate this.
Dude, that's
upsetting.
I was hoping
My
it wouldn't
bracket
be
just
like
got
that.
busted. Number 11, Bing Bong goes up against number 6, Bay changing Dylan's name from Shivery to Chevrolet.
Yes,
Okay,
you
I
did.
read that wrong. I read that as UAE changing Dylan's name. So I was like, what'd you do? Why did you have to change your name to go over there? Like,
Yeah,
what
I did.
happened?
Ooh.
Bing Bong's a classic, a staple, if you will. Been around here for a while. But Dylan having his name changed is for me one of the funnier things that's happened.
Might be a
last
Cinderella
year.
story this year.
Yeah, I'm rocking with
God.
the 6 seed. Changing Dylan's name.
What do you got, Will?
Ooh, hold on. Did you order the onus? Because I should have ordered that. Give me that. I'm taking it back from you. I'm going with number 6, Mr. Chevrolet.
Okay. It's going through. I need a vote.
Why don't you explain it for the folks at home?
Explain what?
They have a new name.
The bit that just won.
I thought you just explained it.
I kind of explained
My
it.
last name is Chivalry, but when I married my wife, she started telling people that it was actually Chevrolet.
Okay.
Is she still doing this?
I just like it when you
I
say
think
it.
so, yeah.
You just
Chevrolet, which is how they say it when the few times we traveled to Mexico together, they say Chevrolet. She's
kinda
like, that
makes
sounds really cool.
It kind of.
And so
Yeah, but you can't. That's like Joe Deere Tech.
it does sound cool.
Folks.
It does sound cool.
Number 7, Alex Jones' voice goes up against number 10, fake headlines.
Ooh.
Man, we haven't done fake headlines in a minute. Or is fake headlines like headlines, or is this
I don't
real
know.
or fake headlines? That's a confused. I'm confused.
Yeah, I don't know.
Randy, make the executive decision.
I think this is just headlines. Headlines. Yeah.
Oh,
We're gonna do some headlines.
Because it would be real or fake if
Headlines,
if it
Dylan.
was real or fake.
that sounds great.
Thank you,
We
Dylan.
just recreated the,
That was
the
good.
jingle.
It was good. People are like, "Fuck, are they doing headlines right now?"
I really enjoy that segment. I'm going to go with fake headlines.
As far as recurring segments go, I think fake headlines is my current favorite one. I like Alex Jones' voice, but I only like it when Dave does it because Dave does it very convincingly. The thing that's bad about Dave doing it is that it makes me want to do it, and I don't do a very good job of it. And so I'm going to do headlines.
This next one is not going to be close, by the way.
Ooh, yeah. I guess we just can't have AJ going far in the tourney.
Oh shit! Did a fucking directional school just lose 110 to 38? Because we got number 15 bringing back the stream room versus number 2 Brett spotting fake celebrities at Carve.
Oh man, I hope Brett's bits got spread out across the.
You want them to take themselves out and
I want a Final Four of
Yeah.
nothing but.
in one region?
I agree. I agree. It's got to be number 2.
so easy.
This
Yeah,
isn't
this
even
is
close.
Brett. Yeah, Brett
the
spotting
Steam Room
celebrities.
was a fun segment where we
Stream Room.
it was therapy for us.
The stream room, Dave,
But
where we
there's-
watched movies.
you
Like you watched that one Netflix one that
I
one
was thinking
time.
the Steam Room. Yeah, that too. People really loved the Stream Room. No, but there's nothing better than going to Carve with Brett, and then he's like, "Oh shit, I think Joe Montana's right over there."
Holy fuck.
And you look like that's just some old guy.
It's just some dude who played
Yeah.
golf that day.
Dude,
Yeah,
guys, last night I went to Carve and I got like a glass of wine on tap. And dude, you would never believe who I saw there. Dude, Billy Zane was there.
Billy Zane was not there, but he did.
Joe Montana.
But my favorite part about it was Elizabeth Olsen, who he didn't know who she was. He wasn't quite sure what she looked like, but like, no, she was somebody. I'm pretty sure that was her. I'm like, you would know.
She's beautiful, but after 2 glasses of wine, she looks like every single other like pretty blonde girl I've ever seen in my entire life.
How many?
My wife listens, David. You
Which-
gotta be careful.
Which quarterback did he allegedly see there?
He said he saw Carson Wentz,
Oh yeah, Carson Wentz.
which
Chris Harrison is another one.
I believe that.
I believe
And
that.
I was with him with
I
the
believe that.
Sandlot guy.
The Sandlot guy makes sense. You
I
can't
saw the
mistake him.
Sandlot
You
guy.
can't mistake the
Confirmed.
Sandlot guy.
Confirmed.
Whatever.
Ham from the Sandlot.
Brett moves on. Now we have number 2. Oh, we're on to the Sunday Scaries bracket side of things.
Very
we're
cool.
zooming, making good time here.
Number 2, Frat Dave goes up against number 15, Coffee Mugs. Is this the
Ooh.
bit of people sending Dylan coffee mugs, or is this just coffee mugs in general?
I think it's probably me kind of asking for them and then people sending them to me.
Okay. I'm going to go for Frat Dave here, mainly because everyone in this room besides Randy and I have gotten a coffee mug sent to them. So I guess I did too,
Yeah.
but we're not allowed to talk about that one on air
Oh,
because it's a bad boy one.
it's a special one.
It's tight.
I'll
Honestly,
go
really
Fred. I'll go Fred Dave. Fred Dave's funny. I'll give it to you, Dave. You can be funny.
Frat
sometimes.
Dave did a Frat Dave appearance with Micah on the podcast like a while ago where he just was Frat Dave for like 10 minutes, and it was some of my favorite stuff we've done this year.
I think I was hungover.
Did you do Frat Dave when J-Bone was here or when Ross was here? J-Bone, wasn't it?
Maybe it was J-Bone.
Bone Voyage. Yeah, that was a good one.
J-Bone! Coffee
Oh
Friday.
yeah, J Bone. There was a big one with J Bone.
Are we gonna
It's
do
usually
Coffee
how it goes.
Friday once Love Island boys are done? I think we gotta simulcast it.
Yeah, Coffee Friday ain't going anywhere. Yeah, okay. I would have gone coffee mugs just because I do like when coffee mugs come in for Dylan because he gets excited. But yeah,
I do.
Fred
Get
Dave
excited.
moves
Yeah,
on.
he still uses the ass mug way too much.
All right.
Number 10, Welching on Bets versus number 7, got that dog in him. I don't think the Welching on Bets thing is funny. I don't think it's funny, Dylan. I think it's disrespectful to your coworkers and your friends.
It's a good bit. Disrespectful.
Hey, was that young lady y'all were talking to last night a tattoo artist? Or y'all
No.
were talking with her about getting tats?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think she did tattoos.
No, I don't know how that came up.
Okay, cool. Just curious.
Since you mentioned it though, like you keep talking about getting tattoos, yet you haven't done it.
That is not a bet payoff for me. The only one I have that I can still pay off right now is the Combine, which is going to happen probably in April.
What I don't understand is why KJ hasn't been forced to buy a new pair of truck nuts and put them on his car. Because him putting them on and then losing them on the way back to Dallas was mega sus.
From the guy
It was
who
very
owes us,
sus.
the guy who owes us a fade.
That's fine.
You know what? We should take him to Nut Court.
You're not allowed to point out things that I owe you at all.
We did.
We
took him to court on a Too Much Dip
Was
live
it Nut
stream.
Court?
I had issued that he either had to get a tweet on the Jumbotron at the Super Bowl, and if he didn't, he had to do like 4 TikTok like cringe dances, and he hasn't paid up.
Say what kind of court it was.
I think it was Dip Court, but if you want to say it's Nut Court, fine. We
Thank
can.
you. Just fucking.
What if it was corn nut court?
Ooh, more on that.
That's doing a lot.
Yeah, I get it.
Corn Nut Court.
I'm gonna go with got that dog in him.
I'm gonna go with welching on bets so I can constantly bring up the fact that you owe me a tattoo
And a booty bleaching.
and an asshole bleaching.
I don't owe that to y'all.
No,
I owe that to Ross.
No, you owe it to the game.
We're privy.
I'll charge it to the game.
Then do it.
No, the game.
I'll pay for it. I don't care. I'll
the
pay for your
game
butt
is the
bleaching.
game, Dylan.
You pay for my
What
butt
you're
bleaching.
doing
I
right
want
now.
Ross there though because I want to make sure that we have all the content from it.
The game is to be told.
I'll
not
get my
sold.
butt bleached.
I'm going number 10. Welching on bets.
The only thing that's keeping me from doing it is just getting on all fours in front of a stranger.
You don't have to do it like that. You can just put your ankles over your.
That's much
shoulders.
worse. That's
Yeah.
much worse.
Put your heels behind your head in front of a
You know
stranger, bitch.
Okay.
Can I just take the stuff and do it myself? Or do they have to do it? For
That
me?
sounds worse.
If you go through an entire Clorox bleach wipe thing, I'll call it good.
No, that's so wasteful, and that's gonna burn his little butt.
Mhm.
That will burn my little.
He would
my
regret
little-
that.
My little butt.
What are you voting for, Dave?
I am rocking with "Got That Dog in Him,"
Okay, dogs go through.
and I want to just point out I did something to my neck just now, and so if I'm gonna be rubbing my neck for the rest of the show, and I apologize.
How's your back?
Back's fine.
How's your
Other stuff is fine too.
number 6? Zombie.
Zombie.
That's it.
Oh my god.
Versus number 11, stretching your piece.
Stretching your piece moves on for me.
Famously, stretching your piece is the question that everyone has: is if you start stretching your piece out, can it get longer? It's a good question. Whoever posed that question must have a huge brain.
Was that a listener voicemail?
No, I think that was just me, just kind of asking.
Okay.
I can't, in good conscience, vote for something that causes Dylan to sing more.
Zombie.
So I'm gonna have to go with the peace stretch.
It's in your head.
Bye, bitch.
I was gonna vote for stretching your piece too, by the way, just for the rec.
I'm
I
sure
think
you were, dude.
I think enough time's passed. Do we need to delete me calling Dylan a bitch during an ad read?
Yeah, for people that wonder what conversations happen right after, we just always have to wonder. Nah, dude, it's not like we weren't doing it like a dork.
fine.
It's a good ad read.
Dude, they were
People are going to
cool
go back
sponsors.
and listen now.
No, nah, dude, they love authenticity,
All right.
and it's authentic for us to call Dylan a bitch.
Yeah,
To be fair, he was being quite a bitch.
He was.
I was.
Number 14, Hundo P. Backers versus number 3, Nick Adams, alpha male tweets.
Oh my god.
This is hard, dude. I think I have to ride with the Backers. I want to ride for Nick.
Hundo P. Backer. What does that mean exactly? I'm new here.
That means that you have been a backer since day one.
It means you haven't missed an episode, I believe.
Yeah.
You
D1s.
listen to 100% of them. Hence the Hundo P.
Damn. Well,
I'm going Hundo P Backer.
Got to.
This is an
This
upset,
is a
folks.
big upset.
This is a big upset.
It's a good year to be a 14
but-
seed.
Yeah, we just can't have Nick Adams, like much like Alex Jones, we can't have him making like a deep run in our bracket. 'Cause,
Yeah.
like there's something in the next year he's gonna tweet, you know.
People are gonna be like, yeah, remember when they were championing that
Yeah,
guy?
we platformed him in our bracket.
Yeah. I would vote for Nick Adams more if his video content hit as well as his tweets do, but his videos are a mess.
If he stuck to Hooters content, I'd be all in. I'd try to hire the guy. But he unfortunately he does things that I don't like. He gets a little political with his Hooters stuff. And I'd like to keep politics out of Hooters, personally.
Do you respect that he says whatever the hell he wants?
Yeah, he's a walking adult tour. this guy.
Number 4, Brett's financial advice versus number 13, Randy and J-Bone's bromance.
I don't think Randy and J-Bone's bromance or friendship, whatever you want to call it, is something you should joke about.
Not a bit.
Randy was clearly shook when J-Bone moved to Wisconsin. So, unfortunately, I guess Brett's financial advice is going to have to move forward.
Brett's financial advice gives me great joy. From his NFTs that are just tanking to his property out in West Texas that he's not doing anything with. I love it.
Is that did that make it in like another bracket in and of itself?
West Texas.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's on the list.
Oh yeah,
I
we're
think
good.
it's a one
Dave,
seed.
Don't
Like
worry.
it's
We're good.
Yeah,
We're,
I think
we're
it's
good.
a 6 seed.
It's a little
now.
derivative.
okay.
Okay.
Brett's financial advice goes through. Number 12, a former champion.
Yeah, this can't be in here again. It already won.
It's number 12. Yeah, oh, you're not going to let the Dookies
Oh, these are
because they already won years past?
These are two power plays from days past.
Can't
El
believe you just-
Glizadente, which is Dylan,
shoehorned
versus
it.
Dave's Little Whiskey Girl, which is my wife.
Did y'all see the TikTok of the guy who was talking about the $16 hot dog at Howard's? There's a guy's like, would you eat a $16 hot dog? And it's like talking about Howard's, or is it Howard's?
If it was Wagyu and poolside in Cabo, then yeah, it would.
I'm not doing 16 on a.
On a
Hot dog.
glizzy.
Did you have the Wagyu glizz in Cabo?
I think I did
It
actually.
was dank.
It was fine, but I was on vacation, so like I don't think about.
I just
those
don't
things.
eat hot dogs in Mexico.
Why?
Usually I skew to Mexican food.
That's a potential 5 seed for next year.
It's
Will
stupid.
not eating hot dogs in Mexico.
Yeah, ever since I had some hot dogs in the States, I just can't do it in Mexico.
If you've ever had it.
Mhm.
For me, this is tough because again, I am a fan of my little whiskey girl, but the only thing I love more than my little whiskey girl is my little hot dog guy, and it's Dylan, the king of the glizziator,
He's a little hot dog guy.
Sir Glizz-a-lot.
I'm not a hot dog. I'm just not a fucking hot dog. I got Dave's Little Whiskey Girl,
Oh, I got bad news for you.
AKA Will's wife.
I'm throwing the hot dog.
Come on. This thing cannot
down
make
the
another
bracket.
run. It can't make a run.
Well, luckily for you,
Oh.
Dylan, it's going up against Brett's financial advice in the next round.
is
So
it.
that's a formidable matchup.
I'm gonna be kept up at night thinking about that matchup.
Number 8, we got two things that have to do with butts. Mondo.
Okay.
And number 9, goosing.
I'm new here. Explain both of those things.
A mondo is a large poop classically taken by your biz dev guy. Number 9.
It doesn't have to be
Number
him.
9 is an act where
might need to
Dylan's
sit
friend
here.
from high school sees you at a bar and very quickly puts his thumb up your butt.
He gooses you. He's just a little. It's a little cheek squeeze. You know, it's just a little. Hey, how you doing? Man, before we had this wall up, it was a
Bloodbath.
free for all in here. So much activity out there.
Man, this is tough because as much as I love a good goosing, there's something about a mondo that hits different.
Goosing. This is a tough matchup for goosing. Which
Yeah,
I
you have a
believe-
personal connection to both.
I believe goosing should at least make it to the next round, but it went up against Mondo. I don't know how I can vote against Mondo.
I think I could have voted for goosing, but your friends have never done it to me, which makes me question my ass. And so I'll have to go with the mondo.
Dave's gotten goosed.
Yeah, but I was just popping that thing out.
It's true.
I was asking for it.
You
But
were,
now
you were
vibes
serving
at
that
the
up on
bar.
a platter.
Dylan, do you have any mondo stories you want to share?
No, I don't.
Okay.
Cool. Mondo goes through.
Wow. That's a tough one, man.
Hey, man,
8-9 is always a banger.
for sure.
Oh, here we go.
For sure. All right. Our final matchup of the Sunday Scaries bracket. Number 16. Corn nuts.
That's going to be of all the bits.
Versus number 1, Randy posting grams mid pod.
How this is a one seed?
Explain corn nuts.
Sauce.
I do not understand.
Hey,
Sauce.
I met you guys at South by. I was there for the dental panel, and I just saw that y'all have a show. So I'm listening for the first time. What is corn nuts? Like, I'm familiar with the food.
So in about, I don't know, probably 8th grade, my buddy Max brought corn nuts to school. And we started saying corn nuts.
Yeah.
And then in 2022,
Uh-huh.
the podcast that I host discovered this. And for some reason, we just started saying it again. So shout out to Max.
Man, as much as I love our producer just popping grams off in the middle of the pod, I find myself walking around saying corn nuts, and I'm not even privy to this bit. So I'm going with corn nuts. The big upset in my book.
I'm going to go number 1, Randy posting grams mid-pod, because I like content. I'm going to put the onus on Dylan. Onus Wagner.
I'm gonna go Randy posting grams mid pod, but it's not going past this next round.
Oh, for sure not.
It doesn't. No offense, it's not a 1 seed.
I agree. I don't know how I got it, but thank you for the backers for giving it to me.
Okay,
I'm
Mr.
just happy to be
Thirsty.
here.
I think they just like your grams.
Yeah, they're good ass grams.
If you like grams, check
Randy?
mine out at DC Rough.
Add me on the ground.
At Randy Trembacki.
Add me on the ground.
All right, that was your opportunity, Dylan. Sorry. Before we get to the other side of the bracket, let's hear from our friends over at Every Plate. You want to do you want to get dinner on the table quicker, Dave? Try 15 minutes or less. Their new slate of recipes is ready. And what if I told you could make dinner in 50 minutes or less? Like that's just an immediate yes.
I'm in on it.
Give me that.
And very good ones as well.
God,
You can choose from fast, flavorful options like pimento-style grilled cheese sandwiches, smoky cumin pork tacos.
Those are my faves.
Ooh. Every Plate, you got to choose it over takeout to save money while still enjoying quick, satisfying meals. Their meals are 58% cheaper than your average fast casual meal, so put the money you save towards making fun plans for springtime. You can count on Every Plate to to make mealtimes easier without compromising on quality. Every Plate recipes include only the highest quality ingredients, including sustainably sourced seafood, so you know your meals are going to be fresh and flavorful. I've tried a lot of different ones of these meal kits, and I have to say, Every Plate, up there. I love it. Love it.
Fantastic.
The thing is, you just never know what you're going to do for dinner that night. But when you got an Every Plate sitting there, it just makes the decision for you. It's very simple. It's very straightforward. They got so much good stuff. What else do you need to know?
Quite good. Quite easy. Which is huge. Especially when you got kids. You don't know, like,
There it is, Dave.
a lot of things up in the air.
There was a part of my life where I was like, oh, I'll just go to the store. And then I started realizing how much time I was wasting. And then I had a kid and I was like, yeah, sign me up for Every Plate because it's a lot easier than pretty much anything else. Go make it happen. You can get $1.49 per meal by going to everyplate.com/podcast and entering code STEAM149. You can get started with Every Plate for just $1.49 per meal by going to everyplate.com/podcast and enter code STEAM149. That's up to $110 value, guys. Pretty good.
Pretty good.
Pretty good. Part 2
Randall.
of round 1. Squiddy-doo. The mail-in bracket. We got the number 1 seed. The cinematic universe of Marvel. Some people there were rattled. Versus number 16, Dylan's Space Fascination.
That's a bad
Love
seed for
space.
Dylan's Space Fascination.
I feel like referring it to this is almost discounting.
To me, it's a 6 or a 7 seed, but whatever.
Dylan's Space Fascination.
Look, Daddy loves space. It's true.
Was
man.
that Post Malone? Was that what that was?
Jimmy Webb? Space?
You love it, man. You're always looking at the sky.
Yeah. Fuck, yeah. Big
So
time.
what are you doing?
Yeah, what are you doing, bitch?
I'll go Dylan's Space Fascination.
Wow, out on Coom.
I'm not a big cum guy. The cinematic universe of Marvel. I do enjoy several films, but I'm not really into it.
You know, as someone who recently binged all the cum movies, all the cinematic universe of Marvel
Dude, that's a lot of
movies,
cum to take in all at once.
I enjoyed it, and I do have some catching up to do. I've not seen some of the more recent stuff, but the 1 seed for me moves on.
So you're a big cum guy.
Huge, the biggest.
I get it. So the onus is on me.
What are you gonna do with it?
This is hard. Mainly because I've never seen the only Marvel movie I've ever seen is that space one.
Okay,
Guardians of the Galaxy. I enjoyed
Yeah.
it. I enjoyed it.
it's a good one.
And this is tough because I love seeing people learning no matter what age they are, you know? Never stop learning. But I'm much like Dave, I'm also a big cum guy. So I'm going to have to go with the cinematic universe of Marvel as they did it on Patreon.
Yeah,
And you love to see that. Sorry, Dylan.
I don't care.
You might need to do a little more. What was
don't
your
care.
space segment that you were doing?
Wow.
You might need to do one of those in order
The
to
space bar.
Yeah, I need the space bar to be more recurring in order for me to get more in.
Yeah, you got to earn it, man. This is March.
Be on the lookout.
We've got number 9, Dylan going mega viral versus number 8, a new twist on an old favorite.
Damn, I miss going viral. That was a fun.
I'm
time.
going number 9, Dylan going mega viral.
Oh.
Daddy was doing.
We got a lot of
numbers.
subscribers that day.
Okay, I'm going new twist on an old favorite, putting it on Dylan.
Dylan going mega viral. He's got to make it through at least one of
Did
these.
Parks
Wow.
technically go mega viral though?
Oh, his dad crafted the tweet that went viral.
I've seen some people tweet it, like reword it and like steal the tweet. And honestly, the way they worded it is much more consumable.
Wow.
That's weird. That mine is the one that went mega viral.
No, your son 8 went mega viral.
You ever done north of 50,000 retweets on a tweet, Dave? Probably not.
Maybe.
Well,
maybe in the
have.
PGP days.
I have.
I haven't.
Yeah, but you hit up Ross like, hey, can I retweet this from TFM?
The person, my most viral tweet, they took the media down on it, so the media no longer.
That's a
exists.
real cool.
They
move.
took the media down.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Man.
DMCA'd.
Mine lives on.
Number 5, the homie sack tapping Dorn versus number 12, thumbnail chasing.
This is a big Dylan matchup here.
This is, man.
Had the homie sack tapped you just like around your house, I would say that was disrespectful and not to be called for. But the fact that he did it during putt-putt golf in front of a girl,
in front of his female friend,
one of the swaggest moves of all time. I got to go number 5, the homie sack tapping Dorn.
like the father in me had to be like, hey, you can't do that. But like the dude in me was like, that was fucking funny.
You had a
Game
dude
is
in
the
you?
game, man.
Yeah. And the dude in me.
Duda?
I was like, hey, funny, but no. Like, don't do that, but also like I kind of like that.
Sack tapping moves on from me.
Let's go. Let's just tap that tack.
We need
What?
more sack tapping.
Tap that sack.
All right.
That's the chant.
I don't like that Dylan's thumbnail chasing. Like it's tough.
I'm not the only one thumbnail chasing.
You're the chaser, dude.
Dave's the most guilty of it. See? Don't do it, Randy.
Number 13, Dimmadome, Doug Dimmadome.
How is that just a 13?
Going up against number 4, Pizzusi.
Okay.
This is a tough
draw.
match.
For those
Dimmadome.
for those out there wondering, everyone knows a Pizzusi is a calzone.
Credit where credit's due. Randy absolutely crushed the Doug Dimmadome costume and the content surrounding said costume. And he got on College Game Day.
That's the cherry on top. That's the cherry on top. The issue with Pizzusi, and I hate to say this, the issue with Pizzusi is that Pizzusi was a bit that started in my pizza group chat. So, like, I hesitate. I don't feel comfortable voting it over the Dimmadome.
You double dipping?
I'll get
In a
my
way.
vote out of the way. I'm going Doug Dimmadome.
Me too.
Doug Dimmadome.
Yeah, Dimmadome.
Doug goes through.
As much
Doug
as
Dimmadome.
I do love talking Pizzusi, I think the Dimmadome is a game changer.
Getting on College Game Day changes things. Number 3, Dave being the favorite versus number 14, Dylan singing.
Gonna really make me vote for myself here, huh?
I'm heavily featured in this
Dude,
region.
yeah, this is a brutal matchup for you, Dave.
This is tough.
This region is tough for me because I'm just like killing myself off on all these ones. Look, even I'm gonna go Dave being the favorite here over my singing.
Yeah, we can't even meet, I don't know, people who work in our office complex without you introing me as the favorite, which you did at the party Friday.
Love that.
You're everyone's favorite.
I'm just like, why? It's just so unnecessary.
You love it when I do that.
I am gonna vote for myself
Dude,
though.
people have been calling him the Dave-rit.
It's also
Sorry.
it's an ego play, and also I don't want the other thing. I don't want to see that or hear that.
Why aren't you doing an id play? You get it? Id and ego. Number
No.
11,
I don't.
Elizabeth
He's
Holmes'
married
voice.
to a Jung.
Elizabeth who?
Number 6, a certain person in my home.
Mr. Therinews.
Oh.
I can't believe I love the Elizabeth Holmes voice. Like, I actually think the Elizabeth Holmes voice should be higher. Like this has to be a single digit seed. So to be an 11 just doesn't sit well with me. I'm also worried that if number 6 becomes more and more of a bit, that some people that we live with might not enjoy that.
Not naming names.
I'm gonna go with Elizabeth.
Is that your vote too?
Last night I was talking to Alyssa at the retail therapy party. Thank you to anyone who came, and we were discussing how funny it would be to see Elizabeth Holmes do karaoke.
I was there for that conversation. That one kind of scrambled my brain. And I think we could make that happen.
Number 7, ever heard of it? Versus number 10, Old Gene. I can't believe how is ever heard of it a better seed than Elizabeth Holmes' voice?
I'm having trouble even placing the bit.
It's when you say something that
you do it a lot.
It would be like something that we obviously have heard of, and then you say, "Ever heard of it?"
Yeah, that's kind of the joke,
right?
We
No,
probably
I get
have
it,
heard of it.
It doesn't feel like it's been a reoccurring enough thing.
Yeah, but it's going to go up against Old Gene. Has Old Gene solidified enough as a bit to be in this bracket?
Old Gene is a blue blood.
Old Gene fights once a year. Still pound for pound goat though.
Yep. Old.
He doesn't take a ton of fights.
He don't go down easy.
I'm going Old Gene. He loved a bracket.
Gotta be Old Gene.
It's a touching base one, folks. Real ones know.
Tough one. Number 15, Chicken Piccata Summer. They entered the tournament hot. Versus number 2, Juxtaposition.
I guess they made a late rush. They had a tough early start, but man, 15 seeds.
Yeah, they lost their coach early in the season. Had to get a new one. Ended up winning the tournament.
He's at Ole Miss. He's at Ole Miss now.
Mm-hmm.
That's a done deal. Breaking news.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Good for you, Chris Beard.
This is tough because I ride for CPS, y'all.
Child Protective Services. I have to go Chicken Piccata Summer. Like, people have been sending me Chicken Piccata stuff all the time. And, like, I can't believe I'm saying this. Like, I actually think that there's some movement behind Chicken Piccata in general right now. I think it's going to be the hottest dish of the summer.
It's trending.
Someone last night at the party we all wrote down things that were in and out. And some random person who's not connected with our company at all wrote down Chicken Piccata.
That's crazy.
Can you believe that?
Like, the reach of this show is so crazy. But for me, it's the juxtaposition between the regular content on this episode and then the bracket we're doing for like the last 30 minutes. Like, those two things, it's just like they blend together and they just are so complementary to your palate, to your ears. So for me, it's the juxtaposition.
I hate both of these.
You got to vote.
I'm gonna go juxtaposition because it's the juxtaposition.
Chicken Piccata gave him a game.
I bought $1,000 worth of capers in preparation for Chicken Piccata making a run. So we're gonna have to figure out what we're doing with all these capers.
That's
Did you hear there's a caper shortage?
Really?
Yeah, 'cause
No,
he
I made
bought
that
all
up.
of them.
It's not true.
Really?
Not true. At
After Dylan left Utah, there was actually a gaper shortage. Got his ass.
That's pretty good.
Got his ass.
That's pretty good.
Number 2, filling up on chips and salsa versus a very unfortunate 15 seed, Shithousery. Dave, can you explain what shithousery is?
No, I was hoping you could. Is that that's some English slang that we adopted?
Yeah, it's a UK term for when there's some gentlemen on the footy pitch maybe acting like idiots, trying to kill time, annoy other people on the field, flex on their opponent, etc., and so on, things of that nature. But filling up on chips and salsa should honestly be a number 1 seed.
It's a tough matchup for Shithousery, which had a short run in a recent run.
A short, good run.
Shithousery kept it close in the first half, but they just got wiped.
We're chips and salsa.
Yeah, the
Moving
group
on.
text was like, dude, do you see Shithousery's kind of take, like, dude, they got a decent lead here. They look good.
Yeah, they can't keep
They look
that kind of
good.
shooting up.
Yeah. Number 10, Bag of Bones versus leveraging AI tools.
No bag of bones.
Man,
Such
after South by,
Such a rude way to
leveraging AI
describe
tools
someone.
is one of my favorite things because there were some people definitely leveraging AI
You
tools.
think Dr. Z was leveraging AI tools?
Yes.
He might just be an AI tool. You could tell me that Zuckerberg turned his dad into a fucking robot, and I'd believe
It's just a hologram.
Mm-hmm.
My Dad, the Hologram by Mark Zuckerberg.
Do you think Zuckerberg's dad's ever done surgery on a grape?
That's how they go practice in dental school.
Yeah.
Really?
I'll vote bag of bones. I know it's not going to win, just to get my vote in.
You know I'm rocking with the tools.
Well,
Yeah. I too would like to see AI's tool.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go with number 7, leveraging AI tools.
Sheesh.
Number 6, why is that?
Oh.
Now, why is that? Versus number 11, John.
The
Jawn.
The Great Windhorst.
John versus, so why is that? Why is that?
That is like ground floor thumbnail chasing, by the way.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
He knew what he was doing.
Mm-hmm.
He had a little intel. He didn't want to share it for some
He was
reason.
so pumped when he got memed and it panned out. He was like, fuck yeah, I'm just
He's really
stacking
big for his
followers.
brand. As much as I like John, I got to go with the 6 seed.
Why is that?
I just like it.
Why is that?
I don't know. I guess it says something about my sense of humor.
I'm going John. It's fun to say. I like John.
I like John too.
John.
I like John too.
W.
My issue is
I
that
like to pretend that I'm cool enough to use the word.
I don't know why.
It's pretty much the podcast.
I very much enjoy the Windhorse dialogue that he created that day.
And it's just just a funny way to present information.
Nothing even came out of it.
Well,
Unless I just
Gobert,
missed
he
it.
was
Like,
alluding to Rudy Gobert getting traded, but like, just say it.
just yeah, like just, why are you
He
stringing
said
the
nothing.
Just honey dick
Yeah, but
everybody.
he said nothing and made it into like that's the only thing I can ever think of when I see Windhorse now. It's a great bit from him, and considering this is Bit Madness, why is that going through?
Pretty genius.
Pretty good. Number 14 is another Dylan fave, only smoking that sticky. Versus number 3, Brett owning land in West Texas.
Come on, this is a tough matchup.
Super sticky.
Super sticky.
Shit's purple.
Look, as much as I love talking about only smoking that sticky, that good, Brett owning land in West Texas has given me great joy over these past few weeks,
Over
and
4 acres.
I'm only angry that I didn't know about it sooner.
See, I have known about Brett owning land in West Texas for so long that it's become normalized in my brain. Whereas I enjoy the idea of Dylan only smoking that sticky Mota when he's in Mexico.
Dude, I only
I'm going.
burn the
I'm going with that
stickies.
sticky icky.
Are you? Wow, Dave. Own a city.
Come on, man.
you really worried?
Come on, man.
you really worried?
West
you
Texas.
know, Lil Picos is going through. Brett owning land in West Texas.
Okay.
That's the one for me. That honestly, like, I don't want to give away my bracket, but come on, man.
Hey,
Come on, man.
you ain't Brett my Texas yet.
Okay.
There it is.
He's doing his best though.
Did you see Brett's fit the other day for WashedFest?
Mm-hmm.
West Texas Brett was in full.
It looked.
good
It looked
fit.
like he checked out. It looks like he goes and checks on his properties with his motorcycle.
He looks like he owns the mineral rights to his land.
Yes.
That's how he looked. But he doesn't.
Number 4, Dumois Dave versus number 13, Spooky Season. This is a tough Dave matchup.
I'm big on the tea. So much as I love spooky season, Dumois is having a moment, y'all. Dumois is moving on for me.
I'm going spooky on him.
Oh, yeah.
You know I love spooky.
To each his own.
I love Spooky Season, but there's been what I would say maybe some collusion as of late.
Oh. I wasn't gonna
Recently,
say
I got a
anything.
notification that Dumois followed Sunday Scaries on Instagram. And I feel like they were trying to get my vote here.
No shit.
And I have to admit, I think they're going to get it here. And so I'm going to go with both of these people who follow me on Instagram, Dumois Dave. You follow me, right?
I do
At Will
follow you
DeFreeze.
on Instagram.
That go through?
Add me on the ground.
There we go. Number 12, a bloody crime scene. Versus number 5, famously.
Oh, man.
Famously.
It's a bloody
Famously is in the brunch bracket, and they famously made famously a bit that
kind
we
of a
famously
meta
said.
bit.
It's a bloody fine bit.
Famously moves on from me.
Famously.
I was going to vote bloody crime scene because I get excited every time I get to deliver that, and I've gotten to the point with famously where it just accidentally falls out of my mouth at all times.
Yeah, I had to really like do some soul searching to stop saying it as much as I was.
Tough matchup here. An
Well, here's
8 versus a 9.
Oh, see, this is
Another
not.
opportunity for you to use a certain voice.
I can't get over. He's in so many of these.
What?
He's a content machine.
Oh my god!
You got number 8, Aziz voice versus 9, Brett's NFT.
When you pulled out Aziz at dinner in Cabo, I think I pulled something in my abs.
Well, people thought Aziz was in the restaurant.
Wasn't
People-
it on the
I
bus?
fucking lost it.
No,
He pulled it out at dinner. What's the name of that place?
The clutch move of
I
doing
don't know.
Aziz.
Where-
where
Dave's
we,
got our
all, we all
t-shirt.
bought you a t-shirt.
yeah, we combined our money and bought you a T-shirt,
It's a
David.
good T-shirt.
Thank you for that.
No, thank you for that.
Yeah, you're
You
welcome.
pay for it. The clutch move of hitting the boys with the Aziz voice at dinner.
But Brett's NFTs also. I'm gonna go Aziz, man. It's too good. And Brett's been getting a lot of love in this tournament so far.
Yeah, he's undefeated.
Might need to humble him
It's
a bit.
crazy that out of everything that's Brett driven, the NFT is somehow something that doesn't excite me anymore. At this point, I
it's
hope he
been
can recoup
diminished.
some of his money.
By the way,
Yeah.
he has two. He bought two NFTs that day,
So he's got the Serge Ibaka dunk.
and he's got a forgot what it is.
Theo Pinson dribble.
Oh, it's a Bam. What's Bam's last name?
Margera.
No,
Adebayo.
Bam Adebayo like layup or something.
That one's actually like, I mean, it's a layup, but better than Serge Ibaka.
What are you
Anyway.
going with, Dave?
I'm going to put it on you. I'm rocking with the NFT, but I do understand. As far as Brett contributions go, this one has been diminished. So if Aziz were to go through, which I think it should,
I think I still need one more Aziz tweet to get out there
come
before I
on.
can like really
Just
do it. So I'm
fucking
going to
go.
go with number 8. I'm going to go with Aziz. I need to
Okay.
keep this
Good,
going so that I can
good,
get some
good.
retweets and some favorites out of it. Shout out to the voice memos. Number 16, Brett being a noted aviation guy versus the 1 seed on this side of the bracket, Zakar.
wow.
Zakar. Hey, buddy, notice you played your Zak card there.
How did he not make it this year?
So is Brett? Yeah, didn't he win last year?
I think he did.
He didn't even make it this year.
Brett is the go-to guy on this show and in this company for all things aviation. As someone who has never been a pilot himself, but someone who has studied the art of pilotry, he's the guy to go to. But I'm going with the Zaw card, baby.
If Brett was truly an aviation guy, would he have been late to Top Gun?
Brett speaks so
That's not talked enough.
He speaks so confidently about aviation that it's like this guy absolutely knows what he's talking about. And then people on Twitter are like,
Hey, I'm a naval pilot.
is like, and Brett has no idea what he's talking about,
Hey,
which is
man,
really fun.
I actually fly F-16s.
Yeah,
Um,
I'm going Zakard. It's
I'm going Zakard
It's
as
a
well.
power- it's
Part
a
of the reason
power
I'm going
player.
Zakard is because the whole bit of a Zakard is actually making me eat more pizza and making me realize that for a long time I was eating less than 1 pizza a week. Rookie numbers. I'm going Zakard.
we're changing lives.
Oh, that's it. That's the end of round 1 of Bit Madness. To anyone who voted, to anyone who's following along, thank you guys so much. We'll be doing these at the end of all the episodes, all the free episodes on this feed. So just keep an eye out this month. But yeah, we'll be going forward with pretty much normal episodes and then hitting you with some Bit Madness. If we don't have anything else, boys, I think it's time to get out of here.
Bye-bye.
bye.